Double the buckets and double the Dutch. Double it up. Okay. Double the buckets and double the Dutch. Double it up. What is he doing?
My mama asked what I spend my money on, but I'm a grown man, I spend it how I want. I spend it on drugs in the groceries. I spend it on drugs in the groceries. Mama did enough to make ends meet. Put a roof over our heads. Tummies was fed. As I got older, I told her I handled the rest. The way that I'm dressing, I leave an impression. I'm open to points and suggestions. The city I'm repping is super expensive. Ask anybody that live here, they'll tell you the same. This inflation, yeah, on every essential item. Now I gotta think twice when I buy them. The land is supply and demand. I got the bread, so I needed the jam. The end goal was to provide for the fam. Light one up and sit back and relax. Light one up, sit back and relax. My mama asked what I spend my money on, but I'm a grown man, I spend it how I want. I spend it on drugs in the groceries. I spend it on drugs in the groceries.
Got a copper pack, spending half to get a rack. It's double up or nothing, I can't just get it back. Back up off me, I got Austin, call it cocky. I'm a boss, you grind like coffee, ain't no stopping. Up all night, you next day shopping. Since a kid I knew I had to hustle or get hassled. Life's a bitch and I'm an asshole, chasing pigments from the grass lawn. A real one, handle his business while chasing visions. Spray statistics, selling hits while making hits. Been to change shit, I'm different.
My mama asked what I spend my money on, but I'm a grown man, I spend it how I want. I spend it on drugs in the groceries. I spend it on drugs in the groceries.
Years of abuse and search of the truth, making a space where it's safe to be you. Expanding my mind, exploring the time, line after line while I'm fucking the dime up. People, they judge us. Two different people in two different lives. My people, they love us. How can you trust us? We survive the life of lies, the benefits again high. We for the lung, coke for the eye, MDMA for the trauma of life, opiate hits for the traumatized, acid and shrooms to find the divine, working for money to alter my mind, connecting with people who make me feel alive.
My mama asked what I spend my money on, but I'm a grown man, I spend it how I want. I spend it on drugs in the groceries. I spend it on drugs in the groceries.
That should be the dance. The pot and then
That was hot though.
Yeah, thank you, my mans.
Was that hot? How are you guys doing?
What's poppin'?
I'm doing amazing. That's our new single, everybody. What y'all think about that?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I can't right now. I'm a little broke.
I don't know what's happening. Let's play it again.
I know I just got...
This is horrible.
Oh no, it's not.
I'm not used to these controls of the sophisticated machine.
Oh, you use the smart bar thing. It has a play button up there too, yeah.
Yeah.
The smart bar.
Smart bar. For
Smart
smart
bar.
people.
Apparently, not me. But I hope you guys. Yeah. Don't stop. All right. I hope you guys are ready for today. Is a fun, packed day. Filled.
Fun packed?
Fun packed. It's fun. It's a fun pack. Like my fanny pack is for fun.
Yeah. And what's it filled with?
Fun stuff.
No, the show, not your fanny pack.
Oh, it's fun pack because we got all this nerdificent. Shout out to my guy Iffy. That was the name of his podcast, by the way. I think they're still playing, but they're not doing any new episodes. Anyway, yeah, man, I got a lot of nerdificent news, like crazy, awesome nerd news. Just like cool shit happening, and of course, we got to talk about Captain. I mean, I always get this fucked up. The Black Falcon.
The Black Falcon?
The Black Falcon and Winter Soldier. I saw somebody who actually made the fucking poster.
Why? Is it because I'm black and I'm Falcon? Like,
Well,
yes, that means you're the black kid?
And he's just like,
I got him.
it's crazy how they made it a joke, and it was like the pretense to like the seriousness.
Yeah, it was like they
But we'll get to that later.
Eased it in.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later. We got of course Shneaky with the psychedelic
Studies.
I
got a couple of
psychedelic studies.
Got a couple headlines that came across the feed that I was super excited about.
But can you get head while doing lines?
No comment. Plead the fifth under the grounds that I may incriminate myself. But yeah, and as I was reading up on those articles, I went down a little rabbit hole of psychedelic
So
studies.
were you doing LSD like Alice?
No, it was not. Not this particular time.
Or acid? What was Alice on?
Acid is LSD, so that just goes to show you.
Those are two things I don't fuck with. So
I don't either.
It's one thing you don't fuck with.
two names I don't fuck with for the same thing. All right?
Oh damn!
All right. So yeah. So I have some
They called me
headlines.
Scarface, not Alice Wonderland or Mad Hatter. Okay.
Mad
Anyway.
Hatter. I think the Palomas is hitting
Or they-
everybody.
The Paloma fire.
Or they
though.
could have just called you
Shout
Gonzo.
out to the Paloma.
Oh, actually, some people did. I had a big nose.
Wasn't talking about that Gonzo.
I know.
Right,
I
right,
get
right.
it.
So,
But does the audience?
does the audience?
I mean, what audience?
You're not supposed to tell anybody.
I'm
There's
just
no
fucking
audience, bro.
around. No, there's nobody in the room.
Yeah,
but us.
but they like.
no, in this room.
Oh, you're stupid. I was like,
I know it's
There's no live in studio audience.
I was like,
Drake
look,
champs and
man,
shit.
there may be in the future someone
They're
hearing this
here.
on the podcast
They're
app,
here.
and they're
They're
just
here.
like,
Maybe
holy
so.
shit,
Maybe so.
I'm the audience.
Hey, bro, I just realized like I was in the sun all day.
You're kind of
yesterday.
burnt or what?
I'm burnt. I
They're
look
kind of
like-
toasty.
Look like a crab.
Oh my god.
I remember there was a what's it called, Aesop fable about crabs because they walk like sideways, but then the mama crab's trying to tell the baby crab to walk straight, and the baby crab's like, you don't need to walk straight. It's like it's supposed to teach hypocrisy. It's pretty dope.
Oh, like when I tell my kids like do something when I'm like doing the opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually don't do that, but
Damn.
some of y'all do.
Boop, 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 boop. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Like they're like, how'd you do in school? I was like, we're just focused on you in school today.
Wow.
Different times. Daddy had to worry about other shit. I keeps it real.
Well, it's your boy Barlos Got Bars with the sports segments, new music topics. I got a special guest with you right here. What do you
What
want?
is the deal?
What do you want to call yourself, bro? Again, I think I know the name.
Manteca licuado?
Come on.
Liquid mantequilla.
Liquid mantequilla.
mantequilla.
That's liquid butter if you don't know, because it's smooth out here.
Another smooth guy.
Well, you know,
Got it
As
right
I bent for my phone, I thought I actually farted. I was like, man, I didn't feel it.
Nah, he actually farted.
hey, it was one of those creepers that just
Just
was.
so you guys know, it was a sound effect. All right.
It was a sneaky.
All right. It was a sneaker.
Oh,
sneak
damn.
Yeah, man.
No, it's
In
actually
other
funny
news,
because-
I got the University Blue Jays. Yes, I got them. I
Yeah,
don't.
because absolutely no one asked.
You said I said sneaker.
Oh, okay. There's a tangent. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we do here at the Monster Monday Monster Cast. We
Somebody
do
gets
freestyles, tangents, and
Monster.
segments.
Thug nerdery. I have to tell you guys
No,
about
no,
the
no,
streets.
no,
And
no,
the
no.
streets is hot for them sneakers, man. Shit.
Facts.
But I got them. I also might be coming. You know what? We'll talk about that later. But yeah, man, we got a lot of amazingness to talk about. Like I said earlier, Liquid Mantequilla has joined us. I said I wouldn't call him that name.
I think it's funny because
And he
like
did.
it's usually Smooth J, and he's trying to be smooth like butter over here.
He's not
so-
trying to be. He is.
Oh, my bad. He's.
But I'm like that cold butter that be in the fridge.
You know what? He's like that fake butter, that margarine that's made out of plastic.
Honestly,
You have that country crock?
Yeah,
Or
it's made out of
Nah,
plastic.
give me that Lando Frost and we good.
liquid mantequilla just reminds me of elotes and shit.
Yo, I'm really red. Like that shit's fucking.
Huh?
Let's see if it's lighting her up. Hold up.
Is that a crab? Egyptian lover.
I want to be brighter
Egyptian
too. Oh, that's
lover.
darker. There we go. Hey.
Da-na.
Whatever. Hey, bro. Today, I guess I'm, that way.
Sorry,
well, 'cause
bro.
I
You're
was-
used to your face being fucked up.
Okay.
Shots fired.
I mean, I don't want to start.
And this is the place tonight.
Want to start to going.
Can we all just get along?
Just really not trying. I'm not trying to.
To this day.
The fuck, he was like read my mind.
Yeah, man. To this day. Felt. Just kidding. We just having fun.
So I mean,
Wait,
also,
well, my bad. Well, go ahead.
yeah, you're bad.
cool.
Like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the guy below me because he is below me.
Oh.
We got Rokem beats. I'm talking about it in the fucking screen, guys.
I knew what he was talking about.
We got
The Brady
Rokem beats.
Bunch.
Shout out to Rokem.
Shout out Rock'em.
We will be freestyling
Rokem.
to some Rokem beats today. I'm very
He's great.
excited. He's a great producer. We had him on our Twitch stream live actual show. We also had him on our hip hop's show.
My.
What's ours?
But it was his first. But
I
now
mean,
it's
it was my
ours.
baby, but you guys are like uncles.
We helped
you know?
raise
Yeah.
them. We helped raise them.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's all squad. This is
Squad.
the MMUpClan Twitch stream channel.
Squad.
That's true.
When we talk shit, shoot the shit.
Shooting,
'cause it's all
shooting
classic.
shit,
Shit.
shit shoots, make it, slap shit.
I know.
Slaps.
They got you right here. That's the first time that's ever happened though with the fart.
Oh,
For sure. Oh
yeah?
yeah. Well, I mean,
Well,
we always
like at
do
the
it, but
perfect
like, at the
moment?
perfect-
Sorry, I'm pretty
Perfect
good with the
moment.
timing on the fart.
That was a great one, but
That's
it,
the
yeah,
only one he's good with.
Guy to the left of us
yeah?
making me fart.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
wasn't
you said
real.
That, okay. About
it
timing.
wasn't real.
I mean, I'm still waiting for you to pull up the shots fired fun, dog.
I haven't shot at you yet.
Oh, it's only when you shoot. Damn it.
You want control? Take it.
Oh, I gotta bring my own sound effects.
I got your
It's all back
laptop
and
up.
forth.
I have a laptop right next to me, fam.
Sound effect off.
Okay, I was talking.
That's mine too.
That's why I did it. That's why it hurt. See, now it's.
Man, we're just having too much fun on this one.
I know, this
Fuck
was
it.
great.
Like, yo, man. Hey, look, man, I'm feeling good, you guys. I don't know if I don't think I shared it last
You
time.
did not share it.
I was foggy. I couldn't think if I did anyway. But yeah, I had an injury to my head. I hit myself right here. It wasn't. I'm not gonna go into what happened because it's not as exciting as I wish it would be. There's smoke coming from the mist. Anyway, so I got hit in the head and I was kind of like not myself. I had brain fog. I had a damn. It's coming from both angles now. Is this what women feel like when they're getting cum shots? Oh, it's hitting me from everywhere.
Hey, do the shots fired.
See the timing, right?
Yeah, man. Well, you know,
It's lit, bro.
that's like that comeback.
I'm
You know,
telling
it's
you,
like the comeback.
that's what it feels
10 minutes
like
later,
when
like,
jizz gets
shout
like
out to
face,
Ugg, but that's like
ladies.
If
yo.
you didn't see the, I'm telling you, if you didn't see the TikTok, this is why this is happening.
Oh, you guys.
We on the hood drink.
I've started, the Thug Nerd has also started to bring the hood drink to you. So I have hashtag hood drank with an A, no S. Hood drank. All right. So this is hood drank. Don't go drinking and driving. Definitely don't go draking and driving. And don't go drinking and draking and driving. Because that will fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
Which one are you listening to? If you did,
I don't know. I don't listen to that fool.
Marvin's Room.
November 18th.
What's like his hardest sounding shit?
What's
All the
that new
distance
one
to
right
Meek
now?
Mill.
Hey,
Listen to those.
hey,
Oh, the
Hey, that
scary
monotone
scary
shit.
stories too.
what's next?
Yeah, that's what's nice.
Yeah,
Taking the pain away.
That one. There you go. Sing it, guy.
Barlos knows all the new shit.
That's enough clout.
Yeah. All right, enough towards that guy.
Cool.
Yeah, we got this
Hey
rock-
dog, I didn't understand
Facts,
it until I
yeah.
was like in Florida
you, Drake.
driving like a rental car at 3 a.m. and they were bumping fucking Marvin's Room on the radio, dog. I was like, why are they
Somebody at the
doing
radio
this to me?
station
I
was
was
like, "I'm gonna fuck everybody going home from that
was
booty
like,
call."
He's like, cause I was feeling like this today.
I was like, why?
He was,
I
no,
was
you know, he was
driving.
like, everybody at 3 a.m. is leaving their booty call or getting rejected by their booty
It
call.
was like the
He was
shenanigans.
like, here you go.
It was like a bro.
Somebody was over there.
That
like
shit fucked me up. I was like, nah, this is how they doing people over here. Like, no
So,
wonder.
as I said, we got these Rokem beats, dog.
We gonna do one right now?
I mean, I haven't really listened to them.
I mean, why not? Just give it a
All
go.
right, so this is just shot in the dark.
That's what
Rokem,
monsters
that's
do.
Rokem at Rokem on everything. I believe it's at ROK3M on some. But yeah, check for him. He's amazing. He drops like a lot of dope beats.
And he rocks them.
He rocks them, socks them, and bops them. Never stop them.
Sock 'em
Fuck
boppers,
it.
sock 'em
I'm
boppers.
stopping them like Rod. Okay, let's play a beat. This
Yeah, I don't know.
one has a weird, this one has a weird name.
What was it? Z?
This is off of his Act
way better
4.
than a pillow fight.
This is off of his Act 4. I don't know what to call it. An Act 4
Beat tape?
Beat
Beat
tape.
tape?
Let's call it a beat tape. Blue Note. It's called.
segment.
It doesn't say that, but sure. And this is called Acuvus.
Acuvus.
ACUVIS.
Acuvus.
I don't know what to say.
Like activists?
That's what I thought.
Or cannabis.
Or all of it.
It's all the isses.
It's nice.
We might just want to like do some drugs to this. Oh, I'ma do some drugs, live with my thugs. I never loved on the run. I mean, I got homies that saw the setting sun, but didn't come back when it came up. Fuck it, that's just the way we came up.
straight abrasive, I made them face it. I know that I'm laced with everything that they hating. Simply cause they can't replace it or take it. Make it like this, I'm so successful with everything when I'm spitting this bliss. I'm homicidal, these bitches is suicidal, slitting wrists, and I don't care cause I put my life at risk. Straight toe to toe with anybody. My foes know I'm better erupting, and I'm showing Illuminati all through my body like I listen to Pac, and you know I never stopped. And now I'm pops. I got 3 kids, 3 seeds, 3 trees about to bloom because of me. That's flowers that I always see.
I've been walking down memory lane, man, trying to keep it sane. Dean up in the plane. I'm hydroplaning inside of my damn brain, cause I've been drinking too much, not hydrating enough. But I go, man, looking at Malcolm X, thinking how his homies took him out. Man, that shit is vex complex. But now I'm just stuck in the days, wondering why we used to smoke the silver haze from Canada Dry to the maze. Back in the days I was driving when I shouldn't have been, you know that. I flipped the ruck whack, oh no, I did that. But now I'm fucked up the beat and I chick check.
We sat at the table, then deliberated. I'm the shit constipated. You malnutritioned, I'm real gifted. You couldn't see the bar, I killed it with all filled with my existence.
Filled with my existence, I listen, look at me now, I'm lifting anybody up. It's fisticuffs, I'ma erupt like a volcano over Yellowstone. Out in the world when I do it, I'm down to bone. Straight erupt dinner, fuck it, I am the winner. Hit 21, hear the dealer scream, winner, winner, chicken dinner. No fibber, my life is like that of the Riddler. And me, I am the fiddler on top of the roof, singing to those who came by. I'm staying in the coupe, no, I got a 4-door, an SUV. You just wanna be me to impress your team. Me, I breast up and I dress my team, address the theme, understand I'm best, they scream like I'm murdering fools on MTV. In fact I am like it's sweet 16s, but no little princesses that are spoiled for me.
Used to be on EBT like ODB. We come back, this is right, I killed him in the 3rd degree. Watched the burns loud, fell asleep on the motherfucking beach. Never will happen again. Won't pretend what you feel it, what you get. Can you really feel the sequence while I get it really harsh? This is how I beg your pardon.
All right, that was fun, guys. It went into the next beat, which was called No Sleep For It. I've never been on this forum, which is Bandcamp, like to actually listen to music.
I told you they were short though, right? Called that. Like,
That
No,
second
but
beat
that
was
second beat was
gas.
a lot. Yeah, the second beat was lit. No Sleep For It. I should have gone
That
there
was
first
gas.
because that's what everybody knows me for.
Yeah.
In fact-
I was about to get to everything. Sounds like it has like some angelic, like fucking, like what's the word I'm looking
Shout out
for?
to Rock.
It's got blue notes.
Like celestial, like
I
some
gotta
kind
do
of
that.
fucking
Yeah,
Enchantment
y'all
or
up in
something.
my frame. I gotta fix this. real quick.
Yeah. What happened?
I gotta fix my frame, bro.
Why?
Your frame?
Yeah, y'all up in it.
Who, me?
Put your hands out like you were doing when you was rapping.
Sheesh.
You see?
Oh.
Yeah. It's not your fault. I just
Am
gotta
I all
fix
up in your
Yeah,
grill,
that's
Carlos?
that's I can turn my shit.
Punch me if
it.
I am.
You're in my frame. not
Just
the
give me
other.
one straight
Oh,
here
so
to my
you can
Adam's
scoot over.
up.
I don't think it really matters. I'm just gonna fix it.
Yeah, well, last time my camera was shit up, and like my camera's in your shit right now. Oh, there you go. Oh, zoom with the zoomers.
Zoomers, baby boomers.
I was thinking the same
You was
thing.
talking shit like you spreading rumors. Yeah, man, that was fun, man. Rockem's. I've always liked his beats. I think we had a deal for one, but he did, and I told him I was gonna talk to you guys about it, so I might as well do it now, right? Because like, why not?
Right.
He wants to make some shit with us, so
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
let's make that happen. What are the
Let's do
ashtrays?
it.
Can I get one of the ashtrays?
There's one right here, sir.
Smoking,
I just
smoking
need one
allowed.
readily available for what I'm about to do.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Smoking allowed.
So, yeah, smoking is allowed in this space. We actually have a vent that takes.
Wish I
the
would've knew
smoke up. Yes, yes. It is allowed, my friend. It is allowed.
Yeah, we had issues once.
I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying anything. It's like, you know, it's just in the past. It's
See why I
in the
love
past.
it now? It's fun, huh?
So,
Pretty awesome.
Shneaky, you want to start us off? How you want to
Sure,
do this?
brother.
You wanna
Let
do
me do
So
it.
let's give Shneaky. You want to introduce yourself, or do you want me to give you an introduction?
Oh no, I'll do it. Here
That's
I am.
all right.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Hi there. My name is Shneaky. No. What's up, y'all?
Oh,
Yeah. Hey,
Get him.
man.
Get him, bro.
I'm fucking nervous, bro.
you're not nervous. You just got it.
It's been a while, man. It's been a while. And it's been a while. My name is Shneaky from the MMUpClan. and today on Psychedelic Studies. Now, I had a couple dope-ass headlines come across my timeline. I follow a bunch of different people on Twitter and Facebook, and that's how I source any of this stuff. So if anybody out there has anything you want me to read or review or talk about on here, feel free to send me shit. I'm always looking for new knowledge, new updates, and as of... Knowledge.
No updates, but listen.
Hey, listen.
So one of the dope things that came across my timeline was psychedelic substances decriminalized in Washington, D.C.
En el capital.
Yeah, so according to Initiative 81, dun dun dun, it sounds like some fucking Star Wars shit, right? Order 66.
Yeah.
Anyway, according by Initiative 81. I'm sorry, bro. I was trying to.
It was great though.
It would have been a tie if it was like on point. Spoiler alert.
No, it's just like a warning to get your shit together. I'm fucking with you.
Wow. Shoot me, dog. Just shoot me real quick.
I have some great clips to cut.
Yo, I'm really just in a good mood, man.
Yeah,
I
could
wasn't
tell.
myself, and now I am.
I could tell, bro. I could tell. I'm just like all over. I had a
can blame
fucking
it
really
all.
great day today, so I didn't prep for the pod like I usually do. But whatever.
Wait, we prepped for this?
Actually, I was driving over here and I was like, that would be a good TikTok. What people think the pod is like, and then what it's actually like is us just running around with their hair on fire and shit.
This is fine.
I'm fine. It's fine. No, yeah. So
You don't know that. You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You're on that side of the camera. You don't know that. Anyway, according to. Yo, my bad. So, Initiative 81, plant medicines, mushrooms, ayahuasca, iboga, and mescaline containing cacti will all be decriminalized in Washington, D.C.
What is a boga?
It's what they make ibogaine out of. Have you heard of ibogaine?
I thought you were gonna say eye boogers. I swear to God.
No. Okay.
No.
I don't know specifically what it is, but from what I've heard, it's like an intense psychedelic that like makes you feel like crap, like you puke, you vomit, you sweat, like it just puts you through like the most like a traumatic experience, and after you never want to do whatever the shit you were addicted to. Like if you were a crazy chain smoking cigarette smoker, like after you just purge all that shit out, and
I think I have heard of that.
and then you never want to
So
smoke
why
again.
become like what is it
I'm
called when you don't have sex?
Abstinent.
Or celibate?
Celibate. Abstinence is when you don't fuck. Celibate is when you choose not to fuck, right? Yeah, celibate. Oh, yeah. All right, because you're a sex addict? Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe.
All right, Tiger. Anyway.
That was like a savannah cat.
It was like a... Anyway. There's actually a little history to this. So we're in 2021, right? And they've actually been trying to like... legalize or decriminalize mushrooms since 2010. And Denver, Colorado was actually the first one to decriminalize it in 2019. So it took 9 years of like work, right? And then
Good job, Denver.
And then Oakland, Santa Cruz, California, and then recently 2 cities in Massachusetts, and then I covered Oregon in one of the previous episodes last month. They just decriminalized everything pretty much. You know, the crazy shit is that like took 10 years to get here. Well, 9, right? Before Denver. And like when you look back, I went down a rabbit hole and I started looking at all these studies, right? Like one of the things was like the top 10 mushroom studies of the last decade. So like the last 10 years, but when you look at it, everything pretty much happened like 2015 and on. So we've only been studying this shit for 5 years, 6 years really, you know? So I'm really excited for like all of the change that's going to come, because I wrote down some of these top 10. I'll run through them real quick and then we could talk to them about it. Addiction to smoking. Should I go for screen? Y'all want to jump in this conversation right here? Not yet? All right.
Just go for it.
All right. So I'll run through the 10 and then we'll talk about them. So addiction to smoking. In 2017, they ran a test and 67% of everybody in the study ended up being smoke-free. And 87% of everybody in the study said it was one of the most meaningful experiences of their lives. So mushrooms. Addiction to alcohol. They did a 2015 study. That was a 2015. That was like the first one. Same thing. Had similar results to the smoking one. We talk about this all the time, how it's used to treat depression. In 2018, 31% of people that have treatment-resistant depression, which means like pills don't work and therapy hasn't worked, 31% of them saw a huge fucking change and actually like a decrease in their depression.
Through what? What was the 31%?
But people who did mushrooms, like 31%.
Shrooms, okay.
Yeah. This is all shrooms. This is all mushrooms.
Okay.
This is all mushrooms. So I think mushrooms is the most studied one, and it's obviously because people have been working on this shit, and all the other ones are barely getting through. But they had one that was like, they did a study about bad trips. You know, people are like, oh, mushrooms will give you a bad trips, but they're actually talking about they want to change the wording to make it more like challenging experiences. You know what I'm saying? So they in that study they said that mushrooms is one of the safest of all substances. And even though 39% of the people in the study said it was probably one of the worst experiences of their lives, 87% said that it was like deeply beneficial and that it was probably like one of the most important things that ever happened to them. So when you weigh it out, it's like you're going to go through some bad shit, but it might be one of the most important things that ever happened to you. Like that's what a challenge is, right? Existential anxiety. This is like people with terminal cancer who think they're about to die and they're just freaking out about like their family and like what's going to happen when they're dead. And basically like a lot of them, you end up getting depression and anxiety from thinking about, oh my God, like what happens after you die, right? And they saw a huge drop in all that. And even like 3-4 months later, after either people went into remission, they were still having benefits from the psilocybin where they felt more connected. They didn't have as much like depression, as much anxiety. And then, this is my favorite one. They did a test in 2019 just on healthy people of how, if it could be more creative
Those
thinking.
people exist?
Yeah. Well, like as far as like no like mental disorder, like or no depression, no anxiety, like someone that would consider themselves to be like mentally healthy, they actually
I want to meet those people.
Well, they actually they actually saw improvement in creative thinking, empathy, and well-being.
So they became more like the fucked up people.
Yeah,
like us, because like we're artists and
we
full circle.
Yeah, right. Like y'all realize your flaws and you're not perfect anyway.
Yeah. But the cool thing is, and this is like where the microdosing is, because the studies show that even low doses, you could still experience those effects up to 7 days later. So like
7 days.
People should just be taking mushrooms, you know, as a dietary supplement. But I'm not here to tell you how to do things in your life. Talk to your doctors, you know, go the right path. Do your own research. Don't take advice on taking shit from a podcast, especially not from me.
From a guy who takes shit.
Yeah.
From me.
And I take shits as well. Anyway.
On other people.
This was a cool one that also came across, connection to nature. And I think anybody who's taken mushrooms is definitely feel the connection to nature.
Hold up, rewind. Hold up.
What?
He said taking shit on people.
Other people.
And then I said on their dogs.
Okay, you know what? No one can see you guys. So
Okay, I guess we should go for a screen.
Yeah, come on, bro. You're over here saying some fucking outlandish shit, and people are just looking at me like, what's wrong with you, Shneaky?
It worked out.
He said that like he knew it as a fact.
I mean, I was talking about psychedelic mushrooms. I don't know what y'all were talking
And then he
about.
said you take shits, and then he said
like,
on people.
I said,
But he said it like he knew. Like,
I think he just meant how you be dumping on people sometimes, you know?
I'm talking about you though.
No, I said like
yeah.
shitting on other people.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
shitting on
you
them.
shit on people.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I mean, if shit is positivity and love, then yeah, shit on them all day, homie.
Sit mad.
I need that womp womp sound.
Mantequilla over here said, yeah, and their dogs too. like they're people's.
All right. So.
All right, I got two more.
What the fuck?
Connection to nature, which could help with our climate change shit. Mystical experiences, which actually help shift values, behavior. And basically positive effects in what F.A.C.E would call lying people because they're healthy. Yeah, where they
Give him a day with me, bro.
Oh shit.
Just put him in the hood with me for a day. We'll see how healthy.
no, but they felt like
Good tours.
it's mostly a pleasurable experiences. There's not that many negative side effects, and the negative side effects, bad trips, challenges, or whatever, are usually short, nothing long lasting, and up to 8 to 16 months later, people still have a greater appreciation of art, music, relationships, nature. And all this shit started in 2006 when some guy was like, little scientific knowledge, although used for centuries for religious purposes. And the results of that test were like positive attitudes, behavior consistent
mystical
with
experiences according
community
to
observations. So people were saying, yo, man, these people are actually better people. And the doctor was like, damn, those people are saying they feel like better people too. And this was in 2006. 2021, bro, we're barely scratching the surface.
I mean, I always, the first time that I partook in shrooms, I had a really bad trip. It kind of had me like just looking at who I was and where I was and who I was with. And then after the bad part of the trip, I had a good trip. Like
you got past that part and you were able to like enjoy
and
it?
I realized a lot. It's kind of like, it actually, you know what, now looking back, it's kind of like the moment that I decided to separate myself from a certain group and like be on my own and figure my shit out as a rapper, now that I think about it. Pretty cool. So, I mean, and then ever since then, every shroom trip I've had has been really good.
No, I think that's just indicative of the shit that you had to deal with, right?
Yeah. I mean, now I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a good year since I've had a real, like when I'm saying a trip, because I've microdosed and like I've had like a cap here and there. Where like
you mean like a full like
I'm talking
disassociative, and you're like you're
in your head by yourself, not even
like,
by yourself.
You're like in that
group, but
you're like in that.
I'll stick to the microdosing.
You're in that fucking light speed from Star Wars shit. Like everything's like.
I really think that psychedelics are like somehow the key to like us time traveling, because it's literally it's like planking stops time. You know how when you plank it feels like forever, a minute feels like an hour.
I know what you're talking about, but it took me a second.
No, yes.
Yeah. I'm saying like, so like I think like time is man-made, right? It's all happening at the same time according to like, what is it, physicists and scientists. It's all happening. Newton. Yeah, he was a physicist. He discovered gravity.
Actually, he's a funky one. He was also into like alchemy and was super Christian and like religious and sorcerer.
Like a scientist that's
also into
wild shit.
Well, like in his day, like scientists were kind of just like every people, you know, they did all kinds of shit.
But like so like the shrooms, like I remember like sitting there thinking it was like 8 hours and it was just like 30 minutes. And then like it's also the other way around. Like I've sat there and it felt like nothing and it was like 8 hours. Yeah.
Well, I've actually been like on some fucking LSD at a festival, and I was like,
your body rolling.
I was like, yo, man, like we've been here for like a week already. When is this shit gonna end? And my homie was like, what the fuck? And I was like, shit is bomb.
Do you remember who you were watching?
Shit, I think it was like the Manufactured Superstars. I think
he thinks he's still there.
Some progressive shit. Like,
well, I can't fuck with acid for that reason, because I feel like people say like you'll take it and then you just never come out of it.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I don't want to be high.
I mean, there's any type of drug that's fucking with your consciousness has the ability to do something to you if you don't know like your own physiology.
If you
and
can't
shit.
control it,
or even like you might have some shit that you don't know about in your head that's just waiting for the right fucking
how
trigger.
Much did
you know,
drop that you were high for a week.
No.
Dropping means taking.
It felt like a week.
Oh,
it was only like 2 hours. It was only like 30 minutes actually. It just felt like it just felt like I had been there for like 7 days.
But
dog.
it just
like,
proves like the power of the mind and how like you know. And like everything, like even like the placebo effect is true, right? Like you could think you're taking medicine that's making you better and it's not, but somehow your mind powers you to fucking, tricks you into it. So what if we had a way of like meditating to a point where we could like put ourselves into stasis and literally go into the future, you know? And like our bodies are good, you know?
Like some traveler shit?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one? Where they send their consciousness into other people's bodies that are about to die?
That's dope. I haven't seen that.
Check it out. They have 3 seasons and not coming back.
Oh yeah. By the way, while we're on this,
Warrior,
Warrior, HBO Max.
You better
what the
bring that
fuck
shit
are you doing?
back, homie.
Especially right now. Just think about the good press. All right.
Yeah, like
Asian people need good representation.
Anti-Asian hate
I'm fucking with
rises.
the Boondocks
HBO
HBO
Plus brings
I'm
back
fucking with
fucking
everything they're
Warrior.
doing, but they need to bring back Warrior Max. You know, they need to bring it back.
I feels
It's
it.
Bruce Lee's show, man. Like, come on.
Just to go back real quick. Shrooms are fucking awesome.
Yes.
I just didn't get
My
to put
favorite-
that. I
my
want
favorite.
everybody to know that.
My favorite thus far. Shrooms are Super Mario effective. You know, you do feel like a whole different, bigger person afterwards, and
You do.
yeah, the
Super dope.
No, and I mean like for everything I've read, they're like one of the safest things you could try. Like it's gonna end at some, and like as long as you have someone there to walk you through, if you get through a hard part and like to take care of you, like it's gonna be over at some point, and you'll probably be better for it afterwards.
It's kind of more like where your mental is at the time.
it's
where
really
it's
that.
gonna take
I
you.
think all psychedelics,
Right.
you should meditate for a while before you take them.
Definitely.
Focus who you are, and like realize who you are, and then like you know.
Realize.
Like there's definitely a responsible. It was a spiritual experience, you know. Back when the
and it's
shaman-
like you take time leading up to prepare for it, and then you fucking are super intentional, and you're in a safe place while you're doing it, and then you take time after to like reintegrate and like remember the lessons and like.
And you could do things that you want to like experience in another way. Like you could go watch a certain movie that you love and you just want to experience with that, or you could like one time in the studio we just put on like oldies and like and just fucking vibed, you know. And that shit was I know Barlos didn't like it, but that shit was awesome.
I remember I was having like a super stressful time at school one time.
Now it's just where your
and
mind is.
I came home and my roommate was only into classic rock. Like he was only into classic rock. He did not listen to anything else whatsoever. Yeah.
Oh,
and,
wow, classic rock purist.
Like
Never
only
heard of those.
only right. So
Like-
so I walk in and I'm like, yo man, like and you know I'm a trip out and like just like zone out, like play one of the dopest like psychedelic records you have, you know. Like he was like my psychedelic DJ, bro, and like he was just playing records for me while I fucking just literally just laid in my bed and like melted and just like felt the stress go away,
it,
like
right?
you know, felt the love come in,
It's
just like
you know what
just
weed
kind of like
is
breathed in, like just felt
The
connected to everything.
appreciation, like when you read on that.
And I mean,
list.
Shrooms is like if weed and ecstasy had like a love child, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I like doing those things together, all of them.
Yeah.
Especially like in a tea, like a half with some
I'm
mushroom
saying,
tea
I
and
really
a blunt.
I think that the MMUpClan
Yeah.
needs to do like
No,
some
yeah.
retreats together, like some weekend retreats, and just like
In an undisclosed location.
in undisclosed locations in a safe space with somebody who's probably gonna be safe, manager, and sober enough to make sure we don't kill ourselves.
As long as he doesn't hit the kush.
Or start acting like funky.
So yeah, I think we really need to do that. It's a bonding experience as well. It's tribal, you know.
Honestly, like I've repaired some of like one of my most important fucking relationships I've been able to like fix through like a challenging conversation on like in an altered state of consciousness where like no filter and just
Facts.
more understanding, you know, like there's no filter and you're
Yeah.
super understanding. Like
Do you think that certain people in this group would benefit for such things?
I think that everybody in the right setting with the right, you know, within the right fucking conditions can benefit from these things. I think society as a whole needs these things,
I
which is
believe
why like
shrooms could lead to more peace.
yeah, dude.
with
Well, I mean, like they
Imagine
say, you want world
Definitely,
peace, have
'cause-
everybody smoke a blunt. Like,
Well, like-
Yeah. And let microdose some fucking shrooms.
Yeah, like
Nah,
war.
yeah.
Like okay, so like what are our biggest things? War, climate change,
Greed.
famine, greed. Like those are
Greed.
all the things that like psychedelics will make you not want to fuck with anymore. Like just
yeah, greed is
make
the root
you.
of it all. Like greed.
No,
for
and
the anti-love is
But
greed.
where does greed come from? Like
I think it comes
not
from
not
Bad
recognizing
place
some.
within.
I
It's
know,
like
I
not
think it comes from a good
recognizing
place.
someone. I think it's like not recognizing someone else as just as important as you or as your equal.
Right,
like,
right. It's
Not
that-
seeing that person as someone who also deserves the things that
think-
you deserve.
I
right?
think
Like-
greed is like the antithesis to love, but they come from the same place. Your love and want of a lot, and then like your dislove of everything that's not yours. You know?
It's human nature to never be satisfied like that too. To always want more. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
one of those people that always want
You know what
more,
I'm
but
saying?
I'm not greedy in the way that I get it. I mean, you know, I'm not perfect.
No, but I mean, again, it's like we talk about this all the time: circumstances, our upbringing,
Yeah.
our safety, social structure, people in our lives who fucking instilled values in us. Like, not everybody has those things. So
Yeah, not everybody has those.
they end up in you know, you can put two people that come from two different places in the same situation, and they'll come to different solutions on the best way to solve the issue. You know, like
Which is why I don't understand how like millionaires are telling poor people how to live. That's just crazy to me.
Especially when like they got their shit from someone else, like you know.
Right, and that's the shit. Like Gavin Newsom. What are you talking about? Anything happening out here in California, bro? Like Nancy Pelosi's like your aunt. She runs the fucking country. Like, bro, fuck out of here. Auntie, if my aunt ran the country, the fuck, I'd be straight. Like, what? Come on, man, get the fuck.
Like he
out.
can't move. Like he can't go. Like he just can't go somewhere else and be a boss somewhere else. Like
right, like, and I think that's the thing. Like that's literally what, like some of our people, you know, through illegal human trafficking across an ocean to force into slave labor, were forced to come over here, forget everything they were, and then become something, you know? And then every time they did, I'm talking about slavery, of course, every time they did, it seems that white America wanted to destroy and take it from them. Now, all of us immigrants or children of immigrants, it's the same thing, right? Like, they all had to leave who they were, what they were, everything they were, fucking doctors, our janitors, you know, like, and become something on their own. And that's what we took inspiration from. I'm hoping most people do. If you don't, like, really look into who you are and where you come from. But like, yo, man, a lot of those people in power, they didn't have to come up like that. They don't understand what it is to make something from nothing. Like, it's crazy.
Dude, on that tangent though, I watched like the first part of this doc, and I say the first part because once I got to a certain point, I'm like, oh, if y'all still believe in this shit, y'all are idiots, right? Because it was like the art scam where the fool was making like Pollocks and Rothkos, and they were selling like it's over like fucking 10 years. They sold like 80 million in fraud fucking art. And like the whole time I was like, who is the guy who was able to fool? Like, who is this person, right? You find out he was like a super fucking accomplished painter in China, but you know, came over here and none of his shit mattered. So the only thing he could do was like, you know, rip off other people to make a living, you know. And it's like, a lot of people were like,
the American way, huh?
Yeah. I mean, they say he wasn't that talented, and obviously there were other people who were doing like, fuck, they were help. It wasn't just him. Like there was like other people who were making up the stories, and like it was a team of fucking fraudsters, right? But
to be able to, it's a skill to be able to do that, right? And even if it's an artisan, not an artist, you know, it's still a skill.
But I think it's that whole thing, like you have this immigrant who was somebody where he came from.
So I'm saying he still had skills.
Yeah,
you know,
but he couldn't. But like
worthless.
The system over here wasn't set up in a way.
Like I got family that stayed in Ecuador, and actually I just read an article pre-COVID, of course, because right now Ecuador is going through it. Shout out to my people, los quiero, mucho amor, mucho paz a todos los que están en Ecuador, que están sufriendo. You know, but I was reading that it was like the first time that people were actually migrating back to Ecuador in record numbers. More people were coming back, and like I have family that's stayed out there, and like, dude, they come out here, they live life, they've traveled the world more than me. They're uber successful, uber educated. You know, Chile has one of the best medical programs, and a lot of Ecuadorians go there to study because like out there it's different. You have to go away to actually practice medicine and then come back to be a doctor.
Also, like they lead the world in technology in Chile.
Their vaccination plan is like the top tier. Unfortunately, something's happening that it's not working for some reason, but like it was a top tier, considered top tier. It's like Cuba medical is top tier. You know, and it's
socialism, huh?
Man, I don't.
It's crazy,
It's not really like the way that shit's handled though. It's not. Let's not get into that. Like, you know. But yeah, I forgot my whole point.
You're talking about your family went back to Ecuador, or people are going back to Ecuador now, and your family has stayed out there doing well.
Yeah, they're doing well. Like, it's just like people out here, they're not giving. This is a land of opportunities, but like you're not giving it, and like you got to work really hard for it out here. Like if you don't have anything, it's like, dude, I at one point had 2 jobs, and I was a teenager, and like was still doing school, and like there's people begging on the street that like are fully capable and grown ass people. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Whereas I'll literally get off on Western on the exit and see a man that, you know, doesn't speak English or hardly speaks it, selling flowers that, you know, he hustling. And then I see, you know, 3 American born, for sure, white black men just sitting there with signs, and it's just like, you know, I'm gonna be real, like the black man, I understand there's a different plight there, but like white boy, come on, man. Like,
You white?
you white in America.
And y'all niggas too. Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but that's a whole different plight, though. Is what I'm saying. Like being white in America, you already winning.
Facts.
Tell me I'm wrong.
But being being poor is still being poor. You know.
Definitely.
Poor is poor. Like
definitely.
No,
but if two poor people win in.
Yeah, one's white might get the more opportunity.
What if it's
Yeah,
me and another white dude, and we're both poor, both from the same area, but my last name is Alvarado and their last name is Smith, and they speak, English, and they're obviously only like mostly white. Even though I'm white passing Latino, I guarantee you they probably gonna pick Smith and not Alvarado. It's just the way the world is, unless affirmative action. Poor is poor. Yeah, I say that. I agree with that.
No, yeah, and that's just because
that's the moral technique shit.
And that's just that's also that class struggle, and like that
that's a whole other subject.
The glow, and like the
I know, right?
like not to get too conspiracy, but the people at the top, they love to see us trip about this white, black, yellow shit. But it's like we all poor.
I don't want to get kicked off. I was gonna say some names, but I'm like, hold on, I forgot who actually owns Twitch.
We're all poor, Poor is poor.
Yeah,
like we gotta build that coalition. That rainbow.
I mean, I still
coalition,
believe in the if somebody's doing bad, everybody's doing bad. Like, I believe that nobody's good until everybody is. So I definitely think that.
Which is like psychedelics brings that shit home though.
Oh, all the way.
Yeah,
I mean, the
It,
psychedelics. It's because of what
it.
shrooms were, right? Well, a breakdown how shrooms. You've said this before, but how shrooms existed before man, and how there was a whole. They terraformed and all that because of communication or whatever.
Paul Stamets, this mycologist, he's been on Rogan and all those things. His whole thing is like the shrooms evolved us. Like they found fossils of fully developed giant mushroom calves before like we were even mammals,
Word.
And so they think like fucking it's possibility, and like the way the mycelium interacts with the environment, you'll see mushrooms growing on dead shit. It's like breaking it down. Well, it's also like adding nutrients, so it's like it's like changing the environment,
Yeah.
So some people, Paul and there's the theory is that before we evolved, they were changing the earth and killing things and helping things grow
but they communicate with each other, right?
Yeah. They're an intelligence. It's another
so
intelligence.
It's understandable that because they're that community type drug, maybe they're the key to ending America's individualism.
Yeah, because they exist as one giant fucking organism.
Because I'd say that's our biggest flaw in America.
No, and I think the whole thing is the mushrooms, the parts you see, right? But underneath is everything that's connected, and it doesn't always pop up, but there doesn't mean it's not down there doing work, It's
exactly.
down there, everything's connected doing work, and every once in a while.
Yeah, some people kid that you're still killing living beings when you're a vegan, right? And it's a joke, but it's true.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
fully true. We can't continue to destroy.
That's a super joke.
Yeah. But I mean, it's true.
Well, I remember asking someone, if we found out that vegetables were in pain and were screaming when you ate them, would you stop eating them? And they're like, no. I was like, oh, you're part of a cult then. You don't care about pain and suffering.
No. So that's the thing. It's like if vegetables had pain and
well, it's like you also disassociate what you're not like. It's like. And that's why another reason, that whole, why millionaires are telling the poor how to live,
Speaking of millionaires, Twitch parent company, Amazon.
Amazon.
I believe that goes to Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, it's Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, that's why we didn't say anything
that's
about
why
him.
I didn't say anything about it.
I wasn't
even talking
Mr.
about him. I was
Bezos.
talking about the people who
The
put him in
billionaires.
positions,
Billion.
Billions with a B.
No, but the beauty of this is I feel like we're waking up. If anything, if this
Stay
whole,
woke.
if the headlines or the books that are in the book club that are coming up, we're lagging on the book club. So if you haven't joined, get your book. We're behind schedule, so don't trip, no rush. Let's fucking join. Let's chat it up. Dr. Carl Hart.
It's not 1849. There's no rush.
Yeah, it's dope. You're back, boy. My boy's back. He's back.
Baby, I'm back.
You can blame it all on me.
Oh,
Then
man.
dangerous.
The most racist states are also the poorest. Yeah, because you fucking...
How do you divide and conquer?
Well, not only that, the future is fucking multicultural, metropolitan. It's about fucking bringing in cultures and new ideas and innovating and bringing the next fucking wave
all
of
of
shit.
America's greatness comes from immigrants. they're
Oh yeah.
not all of it, but a lot of it, because
And the culture
But
side of it, definitely.
the fucking cultures that we wiped out when we came here are the ones that we need right now to get us back on this fucking plant medicine shit. So
I mean-
was it all really immigrants that brought the great
hear
shit?
Well,
or
I
was
said
it
not all of it. That's
There
was
exactly
great
what I
shit
telling-
here.
When I said not all of it, I
Yeah.
was thinking the immigrants. I mean the natives.
the natives, yeah, indigenous
Yeah.
folks who fucking had.
I mean, at the end of the day,
They
man, we
fucking-
all come from
they
the same
spoke with the
motherland.
wind and shit. You know, they knew
You know,
the rocks.
At the end of
they
the
knew
day,
language of the
we all
rocks and
travel
shit.
from the same motherland to end up in like where we were when civilization began. You know, but man, we really just need to get back to like community thinking and what the world is. Like there's these billionaires are already talking about living on Mars because they killed this planet and they don't give a fuck. Like even, you know, Elon Musk, like you could talk all that shit about what's good for the world, but bro, like that cryptocurrency that you're trying to invest in is actually bad. Like for the ecosystem.
Yeah, the CO2. We covered down this shit too. Yeah,
So like it's like this image that you guys portray, like that everybody's portraying, like they're trying to be green and shit. You ain't trying to do shit but make green. Like fuck out of here with that. And you know, I'm hoping that people start to open their eyes and like do their own research on what everything is. Like this whole fuck plastic straws, fuck plastic, like man, look at what really is making up the bulk of the shit in the ocean. It's not, plastic straws are like 0.03.
And y'all know them cardboard straws is fucking nasty, bro. They, know they
Man,
feel
just give
funny
me a sippy cup.
when you drink
Just
them,
give
it
me
gets
a
like a
sippy
little
cup.
weird whistling.
Oh,
on
Hey,
it.
fuck.
not only that, plastic not even an issue anymore. You know why? They found fucking fungus mushrooms that eat plastic.
Well,
so
they're starting it, but no,
Nigga.
we're good.
but you know what makes the bulk of
Shots
it?
fired.
The bulk of the fuck is fishing nets.
Yeah.
The biggest issue in
That
the
shit fucks it
world,
up.
to like the biggest hurt or
Oh, is this from that
yeah,
Seaspiracy
bro,
shit?
that shit fucked with my head, man. But it's true though. Like you look at the facts, you start looking into it, man. Like it's true. And you know where I come from, like I don't ever want to see fishing taken from there because that's literally their livelihood. That it's before anything like 3500 BC. They were already going into the ocean.
But it's different for like a small country that's like fishing for themselves compared to like a
Big,
fucking giant
massive.
continent that's doing like commercial fishing to
that's-
feed the entire world.
Well, that's the whole
Exactly.
issue is I mean they go into it like watch it, Seaspiracy. It's pretty good. It's pretty interesting.
So if you don't like seafood and you really want to kind of get into it and start liking it, watch the Seaspiracy. Take my fucking word for it, alright?
Look, if you hey man,
Liquid
if you're not vegan
Mantequilla.
because you love fish, but you want to be vegan, watch Seaspiracy. All right.
Only on Netflix.
Literally, that was my cheat shit. Like I would eat fish every once in a while.
Pesca.
Not anymore. At least not here. Like I will say in Ecuador and like places where like that shit's like there and it's theirs and like they're doing it for their people there. Like I'm gonna do it. But this commercial fishing
like
shit,
the farming and the shit.
like
yeah.
there, I've literally been. I've seen them pull the fish out like
from the ocean.
from the ocean, come and cut it up and be like, all right, mira, I think, like break it down to you, like, esto para esto. It's so, bro, literally, like,
That's the fresh.
fucking, you could eat it right there. Like, dame un limoncito, sashimi. You know, there's a Nobu in the city that I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that
but you know,
we're from.
fresh fish is now doesn't make good sushi though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, they freeze it. It's like
on purpose?
They age it like it's aging.
I can
aged
see that,
fish,
but
yeah.
it's still
For the sushi?
Ecuador has
Yeah.
I didn't know.
has the most diverse fishing in the
Also,
world.
like, do they
so-
make good rice in Ecuador?
Yes.
Because sushi's like 90% rice.
Ooh, but rice is fire.
Yeah, as long as like if the
You don't
rice
know,
is,
you
if the
don't know who
rice
he's talking to, huh?
if the rice is bad, then
You don't
the
know who he's
sushi's
talking
bad.
to, huh? I'm literally like
I don't think.
I married a Filipino woman and they love the way I make rice and I make it the Ecuadorian
I'm
way
just-
and it's white rice.
I'm just telling.
Yellow rice.
I'm not saying
White
what I
rice.
don't
Dirty.
know. I'm just telling you what I
It's
do
good.
know.
but what I do know,
80s sushi is 90% rice.
I mean sushi literally means with rice.
Yeah.
You could have beef sushi.
Yeah,
you
it
could
does,
have
it does.
it literally means with rice. No,
Not
I
too
love
much of a
I love the
sushi guy.
Japanese culture. Actually,
Sushi's
there's
fire.
Japanese in my bloodline. Supposedly, I don't know how true that is. But my grandmother looked like a Japanese woman, so I believe
You
it.
got the sad eyes.
I got the baby sad eyes.
No,
I'm big
no,
sad
you're
eyes.
big
I'm big
sad
sad
eyes.
eyes. Baby sad eyes. Her birthday's on April 1st.
I gotta get a
She's a
costume.
fool, baby. What happened? What did he say?
Is that unagi?
Unagi. That's a sauce, right? The eel sauce. That's eel. Unagi's eel.
Unagi's eel.
Unagi's eel.
He just had that.
And they make a sauce from it.
He just had to add the slap for effect.
Yeah,
right there,
unagi.
You know? Like, there you go, Jack.
Come on now.
You know about that umami.
You know, hey, did you guys see that video where the actress, the one
Burger?
from Orange Is the New Black, what's her name, the Latina one, the beautiful, voluptuous
I
Latina.
never watched that show.
Nah. She's a model?
Sadasha or something.
Dasha Blanca.
Dasha Palanca.
The Puerto Rican beauty. Shout out to Puerto Rico.
Boricuas, a todos mis Latinos, you know, bang, bang.
From the
boom,
liquid
boom.
mantequilla.
From the liquid
Puerto Rican
mantequilla.
over here.
Oh, yeah, okay. She was
He's
running.
trying to do it, you
She
heard
was
him?
running from her. She like woke up, she showered, and she's like, every morning I like to do this, and she runs, and you just hear her ass clapping.
Ooh, Dasha.
Like, and she's
I
just
think you're
laughing and
married.
clapping.
Shut up.
Redlined our shit.
I'm so sorry, bro. I tried to
didn't sound loud,
back up.
But you clapped over here
Yeah,
still.
I know. I look like a monkey from.
Do like this next time.
No wonder I can't take you to the strip club.
Hey man, I'm not trying to go.
It's just because I fall in love every time I go.
I like
man.
my
I be,
money.
I be going back the next day with flowers and
Hey, look,
shit.
if somebody's gonna take my money and spend it on their kids, if somebody's gonna take my money and spend it on their kids, it's gonna be they mama, my baby.
But that's real what you said? That's not real.
Bro, it is.
I'm
It is. She had a mixtape for her and everything.
I'm a real one, dog.
You made her the player
I'm a
mixtape.
real one, dog. No, I took her a Shneaky mixtape. I took her a strictly Sinatra Shneaky mixtape. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit.
Did you get?
Come on, dog. She was working.
Shooting on my mouth.
Couldn't find her. They're like, oh, that girl doesn't work here.
He
It's like
couldn't-
nobody by that name works here. It's like,
He couldn't
oh.
find her, or she was in the back hiding.
Yeah, that.
He said, nah.
She was
come
probably
on.
in a champagne room.
Yeah, she was working, dog. She was working. She was working. It's cool though. Because you know,
A good story.
sometimes you get got and then you learn.
Those were the times.
Or you keep getting got and then you don't learn.
Those were the
Don't
times.
be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
That's why I just don't go no more. The last time I went, I don't even remember being there, so it was great, you know?
But did your pockets remember being
When
there?
shit was normal.
No,
All right.
no, because
When shit was
we were
normal.
already broke when we got there.
Why were you there?
My brother's birthday.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. Yeah, he had a great time.
Yeah, we had a great time.
He had a great time.
It was like a Laker game, or was it a Clipper
Yeah,
game? It was one of
Saturday.
those.
Laker game.
It was
It was a Laker game.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
I envy you that day.
You wouldn't pay for a box.
Very,
for a
very,
Clipper
very,
game.
very few.
I mean, we wouldn't really pay for a box. Wouldn't really pay for a box.
Laker gang all day, baby.
Oh shit! You think they're dead yet, Barlos?
Not enough? Okay. I'm reloading.
Hey, there's nothing y'all could do unless y'all win 17. No, you gotta win 18 at this point. 18 championships back to back to back. There's no way you're
When the rims are floating and the ball is on gravity, without gravity.
I'm
and shit,
sorry, man. I don't like
dog,
to diss Clippers because I know some really cool Clipper
They need to-
fans.
Trash.
They need to bring back slam ball.
But y'all might as well be like the clip, like, and this is no diss to the city, but y'all need to be like the Clippers of Fresno or something. Like, nah, you're not LA.
They said Fresno.
Fresno, bro.
That's cool.
Oh, what's
Yeah,
the
that's
small?
gambling.
What's the small county next to?
Nah, we good with Fresno.
San
Send them out
Bernardino
there.
Clippers.
That's too close.
Yeah, right. San Bernardino Clippers. No diss to the IE though. I love you.
No, they should go to like Merced or something.
Merced, Murrieta Clippers.
Nah. That's too close to SD.
Too close.
Your Belinda Clippers.
Oh, what? Any of those got a C? Any of them got a C? Like,
Oh, you can go to like Colton. No, is that still California?
it is, yeah.
Yeah, go
Colton
there.
Clippers, go. Bye.
Colton Clippers.
Hey,
I gave you guys a cool name. Bye.
You guys would change the whole demographic of the city. You could like start a revitalization.
Yeah, you guys could
project.
actually do what you said you were doing here.
Bring mad money.
You know, all you guys did was buy a lot of
And
billboards.
then like the bus to Vegas stops by there. Y'all could be you could be like you could.
All right, I think we should. I'm sorry. This is my fault.
Hey, pretty
This
soon.
is my fault, but fuck.
Hey, man.
We need to stop. This
You're
is
an
about
all-star.
love.
Get your game on. Go play.
All that glitters ain't gold.
Oh yeah, so I'm not actually doing my segment. Trip out.
Damn, I was wishing he was. No, I'm fucking with you.
Wow. The next one's short. Kind of.
You're on a mystical
Like your
journey.
love life.
Actually, my love life is long and complicated, never ending.
Yeah, I'm talking about the actual love making.
Well, if love making is only physical to you, then you've already lost, Face.
Yeah, okay. I lost.
I'm reloaded. No, yeah, you obviously are winning in life with all the love in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids, wife. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So sorry, bro. It's okay. Let's talk about New York.
Crew that loves their leader.
Yeah. Fearless leader.
He rolled his eyes. I caught that. We'll discipline that later.
No one saw it though, so it's cool.
Everybody saw you do it.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, who, me? No, anyway.
Couldn't be. Then who?
Listen.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Let's talk about.
Hey, listen.
Thank you. New York is finally legalizing recreational marijuana.
Whoopie.
It's like Jersey already did it, Massachusetts already did it. Like y'all just lagging, fam. So it's finally happening. Just some little highlights. Legalize the sale of recreational marijuana. Decriminalizes possession for people over 21. 13% sales tax, but none of it goes to the state. 4 of it goes to local governments. They're estimating $350 million a year in revenue for the state of New York.
That's underestimated.
Yeah, come on.
The homie Cuomo, who's should probably resign for the sexual assault charges and all the
Nothing
allegations.
you can do is gonna get rid of that.
You should resign, fam. You should resign. But, resign. He said it was a 3-year process. They're also going to make weed lounges where you can go and blaze it, but you won't be able to drink. There'll be no alcohol there. And they're going to create a regulatory agency. So tax, regulate, it's all good.
Damn, somebody should have had that idea.
There's going to be no added tax to medical weed, so patients don't get fucked. And actually some of the money is slated to rebuild the lives of people who have possession, who were arrested for possession.
Nonviolent.
Neighborhoods, education, and drug treatment. Also, this could be a downside, but if you are already operating in New York medicinally, you'll be able to just automatically open up to new spots, which is why they said there's 10 big weed distributors in America, and the top 5
gone insane. Got no
have
brain.
Multi-store locations, and just honorable mention. Green Thumb made the list for top 5. Congrats to
Insane
Be
in the
Real.
membrane.
We out here doing it.
Where's he from?
Southgate, Southeast LA.
Oh,
What?
is he really from Southeast LA? Representing Southeast LA?
I don't know if he represents Southeast LA like
he
that,
does,
but we
right.
claim him.
Yeah, but he he's not
I mean, every time we tag him in the murals and shit we have in the hood, he retweets, he reposts.
He
Yeah.
reposts.
So-
Nah, Be Real's a real one, man. Be real. Be real.
Be
Be
real. Is it a
real.
real
He
one?
be real. He be real.
He be real. So yeah, that's my psychedelic studies for today. Mushrooms are dope, and New York's gonna have legal weed.
Psych it up.
Oh man, and we're back.
Are we doing another rock'em? We gonna rock a? Oh,
Rock 'em.
I want to do this one just because it's called Audi, actually.
Audi?
Hey, talk about a Quattro.
Was he in my car?
Sound like a kid or what?
I'm in my car. I'm going far. And Audi, yeah, I'm going all the way to Mars. The homies call it a spaceship. I'm just lazy. When the fuck is gonna drop? Now it's switched up, I'm on top. Feeling like my name was Doc. Not Papa Doc, but something like Tupac, the one that always rocks. And I got girls on my cock, and these dudes all on my jock.
We talking Nirvana and Slipknot. Watch the corn, watch the children from the grass be born once again. Pretend, and let me show you this is false pretense. You could never catch me, the delivery that I be spitting is just gut wrenching. The beaches ended, coming so tremendous. It's stupendous the way that I began it with my penmanship. Pass it off to my friend across the ways. Can we on delay and pushing out? I'm swerving off the wave.
I'm in transit, in my transit. Folks tilt me, face told me to hit the fast lane. Now I'm like, damn, where that girl at? Cause I gotta stop so she can give me brain. Yo, I gotta drop you off, homie, at the spot.
I didn't say hit the fast lane. I said hit the gas, man. Oh shit, another one. This is TTR. I am by far the best out here. I go so hard. Oh, and I'm sicker than SARS. Now I didn't pause the planet till I'm going on far. And I'm feeling like most the utmost respect given to those that toast. 3 feet, 6 feet down. Depends who glued them and I wear the crown.
I hate the way that you are. Oh. I had to hit him with the melody, you know the hurt. The ill malice waits, it's illmatic, just one mic. This didn't happen overnight, no, overnight. It didn't happen overnight, overnight. It didn't happen overnight, whoa, overnight.
Didn't happen overnight, now I'm feeling like a mystic. Shit not realistic, yo, let me flip it real quick. Like I get a real little bit of weed and I twist it. Yo, man, let me hit this shit. Oh, man, so hot, let me hit the misters. Yeah, feeling like this shit about to make some steam. I'm the dream team, you wanna know I'm supreme when I hit you with my light beam.
Hit you with the light beam. Got these bitches all scream. Look at me, I ate ice cream. With a nice scheme.
And then I got on the track and said, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, E.
And I had a nice mic dream.
That's tight scene.
Talk about pipe dreams.
It was a pipe dream till I put the TNT in the middle and blew off these. I don't know.
Nuts.
I was having a pipe dream, but then the fucking green.
I guess, you know, you wanna give me the. Give me the